Hello my people, today's video is just beautiful. I know you're wondering, why am I seeing a Honda Vezel, an Xtrail and a Subaru XV on the same line? I'll explain to you why. These cars are going for the same price. 2.7, 2.7, 2.7. Not unless you dare me with a cash deal. Now that's the time I'll give you a good price. So I want to help somebody outside there who wants to buy a car with the same budget and is torn between the Honda Vezel, the Nissan Xtrail and the Subaru XV. All these are for 2018. I'm going to talk about the price. I've already talked about it. I'm going to talk about the CC. I'm going to talk about the fuel efficient. I'm going to talk about the space, the technology. Then at the end of the day, I'll help you choose. If you are to choose one of these, which one is the best for you? That's what I'm going to do. This is Billy Peps Jamaino offer. If you haven't subscribed, then you are losing a lot. Today's video ni kushow to comparison ya magari, kuwasaidia to choose which one will be the best. Okay, now having said that, all these units are for 2018, 2018 model. This is the Honda Vezel, this is the Nissan Xtrail, and that is the Subaru XV. Now guys, let me start with something which is not a very important feature for a car. The looks. Gani na kasupu hapa? Wanasemanga beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. But trust me, Honda makes beautiful cars. Sijui, in your comment section, niambie when it comes to the looks, which car stands out? Trust me, if I was the one to choose the looks, I'll still go with that car. That car looks beautiful. That car looks beautiful. Director, come. Now, let's discuss about their faces, everything. Then I'll show you why I decided to compare these cars, okay? Now, before even we go to anything, remember this is 1500cc. This is 2 liter. That is 2 liter. But remember, even XV, we have that one that is 1600cc. But I picked the 2 liter because it's always the full spec. Are we together? So that is 2 liter, 1500cc. Are we together? Now, fuel efficient. This one can give you, oh my goodness. You remember this is a hybrid, eh? This one can give you up to 24 kilometers per liter. This one can give you up to 16 kilometers per liter on a highway. And this one can give you up to between 14 and 15 kilometers per liter. Okay? Now, body-wise, you can think the XV is small. But remember, it can consume more than this. Now, something you need to know. This one, in many cases, we also have the AWD model. We also have the 4-wheel model. And we also have, this one is all-time, all-wheel drive. When it comes to XV, Subarus are always all-wheel drive, all-time. So all of the cars will get them to be 4-wheel. But this one can be 4-wheel optional. This one can also be 4-wheel optional. Is that clear? Now, there's something I need to tell you something. If you were to choose these cars basing on practicality, I'll go there. But first, let us brush the looks first. Director, come very, very, very close so that we go through this car. Look at those LEDs. Oh my goodness. The turn signals, they are just beautiful. DRLs ziko pale, fog lights ziko pale. Just a beautiful and simple outlook. We come to the new model of the Nissan Xtrail. They have tried to sophisticate it a bit. The previous one was just Dallas, you can see on the screen. But this one, at least they have put some, mongeza roiko, some ingredients. It looks at least good. The LEDs here, no bulbs at all. Parking sensors, fog lights, just beautiful, as you can see. Nice. Then you come to the XV. Unajua XV ni ile. It's not ladylike, yani aggressive, This is for men. Look at that face. Of course, we have the DRL upper. Very nice headlamp washers and fog lights. Beautiful. Look at that car. And I'll tell you why. Now, come to ground clearance. You will be surprised to realize that this ground clearance is almost the same with this one. This one imeshindia to some few inches, okay? Because this one has 7 inches. This one has 6.7 inches. So, slightly kidogo. Then when it comes to ground clearance, of course, the Vezel will be slightly lower with 5.8 inches. So, when you are to choose a car that can go off-roading, of course, the Subaru XV and the Xtrail will be a bit on the higher end. Now, remember, this one comes standard with 18-inch alloys. Not 18, 17s. Not unless if you're buying an RS, ndio itakuja na 18. Hii imekuja na 17-inch alloys. Hapa mwenzake huyu ni 18-inch alloys on the Nissan Xtrail. And when you come to the Subaru XV, this one comes with 17-inch alloys. Okay, so that is how it looks from the side profile. Director, come. From the side profile, you realize the Subaru XV is not very long because, of course, the Xtrail will win there. It's just how it looks, simplistic. I like how the original alloys za Subaru zinakaa poa. It comes with very nice finishing hapa, inakaa poa kabisa, very beautiful car. Then inakuja na some 360 degrees camera here. Of course, niliwaambia the 2 liter inakujanga ikiwa high. Then keyless entry, of course, that's what you should know. Now, if you're wondering how the key looks, just before I continue, director, come very close. Yeah, so that's how the key looks. Okay, yeah, you can also open the tail boot with the key. Very nice. Now, on this side, we have the Nissan Xtrail, just simple. Just come, director. Okay, can you hear kuna baridi sana, but I hope you can get me. It's big. This is a big car. This is a crossover mid-size SUV or a crossover SUV. It's big enough, wide, you see, very long, 360 degrees camera, keyless entry. Of course, very nice alloys there. When you come to the Vezel, Vezel happens to be a bit shorter of the three, and I'll tell you why it qualified to be on this group. So look at the side profile. We're on the side profile. Yeah, inakaa poa. Simplicity, of course, with the hybrid logo here. Sahi utapata RU3 na RU4, the non-hybrids zimeanza kupotea kabisa. Very nice, simple. Yeah, some we can get with some chrome finish to give it just the aesthetic value of that car. On the back profile, as you'll realize, this one will also compare the looks from the back. Of course, I still lean towards the Vezel. It looks very nice. Hapo hiyo inakaa poa pia, the Xtrail and that one. Now let's compare the boot space very fast. Okay, so this boot space, this is how it looks. Okay, for a family, this is okay. Suitcase mbili tatu hapo, you can use it. Okay, now considering this hybrid car, you realize most of the space from here, come closer please, from here kwenda huko mbele imechukuliwa na lithium battery, as you can see from here up to the end. So ndio maana imekula ka boot space kidogo, but that's pretty spacious. Then tunakuja kwa Xtrail. Come on, do you know what I do all the time when I'm on open an Xtrail? I always struggle here when the button is down here. Of course, this comes with an automatic tail boot. Yeah, and if you look at the boot space, almost the same, but kwa upana, this is a bit wide compared to the other one. Yeah, then some compartments down here, hivyo. So boot space not bad. So that's automatic tail. Then tunakuja kwa XV. Okay, boot space ya XV nayo ni ndogo compared to the other one. So kwa boot space, if we are to rate, this will be number 1, Xtrail, then a Honda Vezel, then we'll go to the XV as far as the boot space is concerned. Okay, now practicality, as you can see, the boot space ime lead, but now when it comes, there's something that people consider. Let's look at the legroom at the back of these cars. Remember, these are cars unaweza tumia pia as a family car. Director, come this side kidogo. It is very windy today. Okay, so let us look at this legroom. I have to make sure these seats are on their standard position. I don't want to favor the Vezel or favor the other one. Okay, their standard position, that is the standard position. Now come on this side. Yeah, the Vezel, the reason why many people are buying this car, it is not a small car, but look at the spacing. It's not a small car. Look at the spacing. The spacing is good. Legroom iko sawa, headroom iko sawa. If you are to sit 3 people, of course 3 people can comfortably sit here. Remember, this is the Z sensing. It comes with some leather and fabric seats. So 3 people can comfortably sit at the back of this car. Okay, now that is, we are comparing the legroom. If you come to this side, this is on the Nissan Xtrail. Of course, the Nissan Xtrail will automatically beat. At the standard position, look at this legroom. You see? So you can comfortably sit at the back here. You see? Even the third person has a big room. And remember, the seats are leather also. Yeah, very nice. Okay? Pretty good. So this one can also drop. Yeah, this one can also drop if you really want to use it as cup holders or so on. So the legroom here, of course, when it comes to spacing, the Xtrail will win because of space. Now, this car, remember, all of them, they are within the same price range. Same price range. Come to this. Let's look at the spacing of the, wow. This thing is spacious. So if you look at that legroom at the standard place, you'll realize that Xtrail number 1, then the legroom, this one number 2, then the Vezel will be the last in that category. So even the third row, the middle seat is okay. Okay, then some armrest with some cup holders here. But you realize this this hump here in between here is a bit high compared to the other cars. Okay, good. Now, let me repeat something before you look at the front. I told you this is an AWD, all-wheel drive, all time. Ainanga option here two-wheel. All the Subarus are all-wheel. Sawa? Then you come to this Xtrail. I told you it is two-wheel and four-wheel optional. Director, come. Okay, when you get inside here, show them this thing. You see, you can change this car to go to four-wheel, but you can also use two-wheel. You see here it's written 2WD, but you can also use four-wheel. Okay, so this car is also pretty practical when you go to those off-road areas. This one is a two-wheel, but you remember we also have the other one with the AWD, but same price. We also have that one for AWD. Now, there is a reason why some people will not prefer the AWD, because they say this one, you see, this is okay, because the Nissan Xtrail, you can choose either you want to go two-wheel or you want to go four-wheel. But this one and that one is AW, meaning it is all-wheel drive. Ni kama Prado. So what does that mean? Power is always pushed on those wheels at the same time. What does that mean when it comes to fuel? So it means if all wheels are being given power at all the times, four-wheel all the time, it means fuel efficiency inaweza kuwa low. So they might end up consuming more fuel compared na ile yenye ukitaka kama hii Xtrail. If you want to put it on four-wheel, unaweka four-wheel. If you want to drive on two-wheel, I hope you get what I'm saying. So you realize that hii inaweza kuwa, but there are some that don't have that option. So inaweza kuwa tu inaitwa FWD, front wheel drive. But ukipata all wheel drive kama yenye inakuja kwa RU4, inaitwanga RU4. RU4 ndio inakuanga AWD, then hiyo ni AWD. Four wheel all time. Is that clear? So you have to also look at that, though watu husema hiyo itaenda kunywa mafuta. There's some fact basing on that, si ndio? So out of these cars, if you are to buy, I'll tell you the best car at which category towards the end. Let's look at the front seat or the cockpit, how this car looks. If you get into a Nissan, a Honda Vezel, it's just simple. As you can see, this car comes with some of the latest technology. As you can see from here, focus on this steering wheel, please. Here. So you realize it comes with the adaptive cruise control here, which is very rare in many cars, but squeezy as technology goes by, utapata adaptive cruise control is there. Multifunctional steering wheel controls imekuja mpaka na paddle shifters if you want to drive this car on manual. Let me just switch on the car so that you see how the dashboard works. Naona it illuminates very well. Honda wanajua. Can you focus on that gauge? Very, very nice. Unaona focusing perfect. Hii imekuja na mileage kidogo. So all the tech it's just updated. This also comes with heated seats, as you can see. Heated seats, you can heat your seats with those buttons. Hapa ni touch too. Gear lever at its place. If you want to go sport, you can use that button there. So sport it and a bit faster. It comes with like a small screen, though kuna zingine nimeona zimekuja na screen a bit big, but this is something you can modify on your own. Apart from that, you can also get a mirror here, which is not digital, but if you set it, there are some ukiweka card somewhere inaweza kuwa digital, iko na camera pale mbele. Yeah, so basically this is how this car looks at the front here. And something else, still on this car, it comes with the lane departure assist, it comes with the pre-collision assist, traction control, alafu eco mode if you want to save more and more fuel. Remember this car nimekuambia it can give you up to 24 kilometers per liter. Isn't that good? Director, still you can show them something here. Down here tuko na USB port where you have two cables there, two ports there to charge your phone and everything. So Basically, that's how the car looks. Inakaa spacious, inakaa poa. No worries about this. It's just a beautiful car that Honda have made. Let us look at the front part of the Nissan Xtrail and stick to the end, because towards the end I'll tell you or I'll advise you accordingly. Okay, so director kuja on that side. Yeah, so ukiangalia hapo, ukiingia, just simple, some leather here, plastic, then traction control, automatic tail boot. Haya, ukikuja hapa pia iko na adaptive cruise control, iko na autopilot here. The tech in Nissan wamejaribu, at least they have improved most of the things zenye unaziona huko, pia ziko hapa. Oh, let us switch on this beast. Okay. Very nice. So ukiangalia hapa tayari I had already told you about that. Na pia iko na hill descent feature, very practical ukienda off-road, iko very important. Haya, parking brakes siku hizi ni hizi za auto hold, ziko hapo. AC yake iko poa. The screen slightly kadogo, but you can do better. Alafu hapa pia iko na, unaweza weka digital iwe camera, alafu ukitaka utai switch iwe normal mirror. Yeah, so basically the important stuff that you need in a car ziko pia kwa hii Nissan Xtrail. Okay, I told you the seats are also heated, yeah, but it's manual, it's manually set. Yeah, so what else do you have to say about here? Not much. Alafu pia iko na eyesight. By the way, eyesight feature siku hizi inakuja kwa kila gari. One feature that I liked about this car, ukienda kwa, let me switch off this, ukienda kwa areas ambazo, especially those areas who live in, those people who live in those cold areas like in Limuru and everything, unaona kwa mirror inaweza defrost, kama nini kuna ice hapo inaweza defrost, so that's very good. Na by the way pia wameongeza inaitwa nini, blind spot assist. Yeah, kama una drive gari utaona hii kitu inawaka waka kuonyesha kama there's another car that is about to overtake you. Okay, now let us look at what XV brings on table. Okay, now if you get inside this car, it feels good. Yeah, very nice car. Yeah, so basically everything is just the same. It also have the adaptive cruise control, but this also has sport and sport 1 paddle shifter. So hii gari is for those people also who wants what wambio and everything, because it speaks very well. The LCD screen at least squeeze wame improve. Hata kwa Forester I think they are using this type of screen. It's nice. The climate controls are there. Unfortunately here ina heated seats, though you can get some with heated seats. Na kuna kitu inaitwa X mode, which is also missing on this XV version, but I believe tuko na moja ya white ambayo iko na X mode. X mode is practically good when it comes to off-roading and everything. So as you can see, simplicity, gari iko poa. Eyesight, remember eyesight siku hizi iko kwa gari zote, but Subaru are the founders of this eyesight thing. Very nice. Pre-collision assist yake na work vizuri. It is just perfect. So this is the XV. Let me just switch it on for a moment. You see how it looks. Nimetoka kwa hizo gari zingine, push to start on the other side. Yeah, so that's how it looks when the car is on. Nakaa poa kabisa. This mileage is only 64,000. Yeah, the car looks pretty good. Yeah, the functions, we can change this language to English, of course. Yeah, we also have another LCD here talking about the pressure tires and everything, the eyesight feature, the pre-collision assist, how it works, everything at one point. So unacheki. So that's how the XV looks from the interior. Nakumbuka pia iko na paddle shifters here. Very nice. Something I like about it also is the stitching. Director, if you can show them from the steering wheel, stitching ziko poa. The yellow stitches run all through. I don't know if it's yellow or orange, all through. Inaipatia a very nice sporty look, or the aesthetic part of this is just beautiful. So that is the interior of this car. Now, it reaches to a very simple question. Now, you want to buy this car. It's time to make a decision, okay? If you want a car, very simple, fuel efficient, definitely, out of these three, you'll definitely pick this car because it's going to give you up to 24,000 kilometers. I told you at the end of this video, I'm going to help you choose which is the best. So this car, you can choose it in terms of fuel efficient. It is just perfect. Which car? This is not a small car, and it gives you 24 kilometers per liter. Which car can give you that? Especially if you drive this car on eco mode. Perfect fuel. So if you are to buy a car that's fuel efficient, very easy to maintain, come to the Honda Vezel. Now, you want to buy a car because of space. It has a very good space. Spacing is good. Technology iko poa. Still, I will lean towards this car. And this car, you can also go it off-roading. Hii unaweza ipeleka off-roading because basically ground clearance yake iko sawa. And something else about again off-roading, you've realized hii gari inakuja na 4-wheel and 2-wheel option. Okay, so with the same price range, but you want space, big space, you will definitely go for this car. This is a very good car as far as spacing is concerned. Now, if you're outside there, you want a very fast car. Out of these three, definitely the XV is very, very fast, very stable. Even the driving, the XV is very stable according to driving, as per driving, is very stable. And it's a car, since it's all-wheel drive, you can take it to any terrain and it will survive. Considering the ground clearance is also very, very good. So if you're outside there, we need a fast car and you can take it on any terrain, still you can go for the Subaru XV. Remember, I told you all these cars are within the same price range. The only difference, it comes on fuel and some of the practical areas. Now, if you are to buy these cars on cash deal, you know very well that this car I'll give you with 2.5. Trust me. This one I'll give you 2.5, 2.6, and 2.7 if you are to buy on cash deal. Surprisingly enough, the XV is expensive of this, especially if you get the full spec. Hapo ndio utapata hiyo itatoka na 2.7. This one will go with 2.6 and this one will go with 2.5 if it's a cash deal. Remember, I've told you if it's a cash deal, and I'm using these figures as Kenyan shillings because I know many people watch us from Argentina, so you might be surprised. You are in US and I'm saying 2.6. You're wondering how. 2.6 is like 300 million Kenyan shillings. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Follow us on this channel so that whenever we post such reviews, today we are just comparing. But in many cases, every day at around 6, we post cars basing with the offers that we have. We always give good offers in town. We are known for that. So if you need any of these cars, please give me a call. I'll help you get your dream car at a very good cost. Especially now it's November, December, we have very, very good offers. We have very, very, very good offers. So give me a call if you need any of these cars, then I'll make sure I give you the best deal. Till the next one, guys, all I can say is Bella, ciao.